Welcome back to the channel, my friends. Today, we are going to unlock a door that has been kept shut for too long. Most people live their entire lives in a cage. They are stressed, they are tired, and they are stuck. But the cage is not made of iron or steel. It is made of financial ignorance. We are talking about true financial freedom. This is not about buying gold cars or private islands. That is vanity, not freedom. Real freedom is waking up without a feeling of dread. It is the silence of a phone that does not ring with debt collectors. It is the power to leave a job that hurts your soul. It is the ability to protect your family when life gets hard. Money, in its truest form, is not status. Money is simply concentrated energy and time. It does not matter if you are a student or a father. It does not matter if you are starting from zero or debt. If you listen closely today, your future will change. Let us walk this path together. Step 1. Define your own destination. Before you start running, you must know where you are going. If you do not have a map, you are just wandering. Society gives you a default map that is broken. They say you need millions to be happy, but that is a lie designed to keep you working forever. Freedom is deeply personal. For a young artist, freedom might be $1,500 a month. That covers rent, food, and paints in a quiet village. For a father of 3, freedom might be $5,000 a month. That ensures school fees and a safe home for his children. You must stop chasing your neighbor's definition of success. Close your eyes and ask yourself a simple question. How much money do I truly need to be safe? What does my ideal Tuesday morning look like? Maybe you want to wake up and garden. Maybe you want to build a school. Put a specific number on that lifestyle. Let us say you realize you need $2,000 a month. Suddenly, the goal is not a mountain, it is a hill. It becomes climbable. It becomes real. Write this number down and stare at it. This number is not just math, it is your liberty. Step 2. Heal your relationship with wealth. You cannot attract what you secretly despise. Many of us grew up hearing terrible things about money. We heard that money changes people for the worse. We heard that rich people are greedy or lucky. These words are seeds of poverty planted in your mind. If you believe money is evil, you will subconsciously push it away. You will self-sabotage every time you get close to success. Imagine a man named Arjun. He won a small lottery but felt guilty about having it. He felt he did not deserve it, so he spent it foolishly. Within a year, he was back to zero, feeling comfortable in his struggle. This is mental poverty. You must tear out these weeds from your garden. Replace them with seeds of abundance and responsibility. Tell yourself that money is a neutral tool. It is like a hammer. You can use a hammer to break a window or build a house. The hammer is not bad. The user decides its purpose. Tell yourself, I am a wise manager of resources. I use wealth to create peace for myself and others. I deserve to be free from the chains of survival. When you respect money, it starts to stay with you. It stops slipping through your fingers like sand. Step 3. Stop the leaks in your bucket. You can pour water into a bucket forever. But if the bucket has holes, it will never be full. Most people are not broke because they earn too little. They are broke because they are financially blind. They wonder where their salary went by the 15th of the month. This is not a tragedy. It is negligence. You must turn on the lights in your financial house. You must track every single rupee that leaves your pocket. This is not about being stingy. It is about being aware. Meet a young woman named Meera. She earned a decent salary but always felt poor. She decided to write down every expense for 30 days. She was shocked by what she found. She was spending huge amounts on coffee and unused subscriptions. She was buying clothes she never wore to impress people she did not like. Small leaks sink great ships. Meera did not need a raise. She needed a patch. She cut the waste and suddenly found she had surplus cash. She directed that cash toward her freedom. You must do the same starting today. Download a simple app or use a notebook. Confront your spending habits with courage. When you track your money, you tell it where to go. Otherwise, you are left wondering where it went. Control brings confidence. Step 4. Plant seeds for the future. Saving money is good, but it is not enough. Savings are stagnant water. Investing is a flowing river. To be free, your money must work harder than you do. This brings us to the magic of compound interest. Einstein called it the eighth wonder of the world. It is the snowball effect of wealth. Let us look at a young man named Rahul. He works a simple job but saves consistently. He puts away a small amount every single month into an index fund. He does not touch it. He lets it grow. At first, the growth seems painfully slow. But after 10 years, the interest earns more interest. The snowball begins to roll on its own. After 20 years, Rahul has more wealth than a high-paid doctor who spent everything. You do not need to be rich to start investing. You need to start investing to become rich. Start with what you have, even if it is small. Time is your greatest asset, not the amount of money. A small seed planted today is better than a forest planted tomorrow. Look into low-cost index funds or mutual funds. Avoid gambling on things you do not understand. Read books, take courses, and educate yourself. If you are scared to invest in your knowledge first. The risk of doing nothing is the greatest risk of all. Step 5. Buy freedom, not status. We must understand the true function of money. Society teaches us to use money as a mask. We use it to hide our insecurities and signal our worth. We buy brands to show we have made it. But true wealth is what you do not see. Wealth is the car not purchased. Wealth is the diamond not bought. Wealth is the money sitting in the bank, offering you options. Imagine two friends, Vikram and Samir. Samir gets a raise and immediately buys a luxury car on a loan. He looks rich, but he is trapped by monthly payments. He cannot leave his stressful job because the bank owns him. Vikram gets the same raise but keeps his old, reliable car. He buys peace of mind instead. He builds an emergency fund that can last a year. When a crisis hits, Samir is in panic mode. Vikram is calm because he purchased safety. Every time you spend, ask yourself a question. Is this purchase buying me freedom, or is it buying me chains? Am I trying to impress a stranger, or am I building my future? Choose to be wealthy rather than looking wealthy. The feeling of security is better than the feeling of a new watch. Your ego is the enemy of your bank account. Starve the ego and feed your freedom. Step 6. Optimize your lifestyle. This is where we talk about lifestyle design. You do not have to live like everyone else. You can hack your life to keep more of what you earn. It is about being strategic with your resources. It is finding the gap between what you earn and what you spend. And then, you widen that gap as much as possible. Consider a young couple living in the city. They realized their rent was eating half their income. They decided to move 20 minutes outside the city center. The rent was half the price, and the air was cleaner. They started cooking batch meals on Sundays instead of ordering takeout. They invited friends over for game nights instead of expensive dinners. They did not suffer. They simply optimized. In 1 year, they saved enough to start a small business. Look at your own life with a critical eye. Can you share housing to reduce costs? Can you use public transport and read books on the commute? Can you find joy in things that are free? A walk in the park costs nothing but heals the soul. A library card is free but offers infinite knowledge. Stop sleepwalking through your expenses. Design a life that is lean, efficient, and joyful. When you need less to live, you are harder to control. You become robust. You become unbreakable. Step 7. Acquire high-value skills. Your income is a reflection of the value you provide. It is not about how hard you work physically. A man digging holes all day works very hard. But a man who knows where to dig gets paid more. In the new economy, skills are the new currency. We call these high-income skills. These are skills that solve painful problems for others. Public speaking, coding, copywriting, or sales. You do not need a university degree to learn these. You need curiosity and an internet connection. Meet a student named Kabir. He realized that businesses struggle to make good videos. He spent his evenings watching free tutorials on video editing. He practiced by editing clips for local shops for free. Soon, his work was so good that people begged to pay him. He now earns more in a week than he used to earn in a month. He traded his skill, not just his time. Choose one skill that interests you. Commit to mastering it for the next 6 months. Read every book, watch every video, and practice daily. Become so good that people cannot ignore you. When you have a rare skill, you have leverage. You can dictate your price. You can choose your clients. You are no longer a servant to the marketplace. You are a master of your craft. Step 8. Build your own system. Once you have a skill, you must think bigger. A job is selling your time to one person. A business is selling your value to many people. Starting a business is the fastest vehicle to freedom. It does not mean you need to rent an office. It does not mean you need to hire 50 people. It can start as a side project on your laptop. Think about a teacher who is tired of the classroom. She knows how to make excellent lesson plans. Instead of teaching 30 kids, she packages her plans into a PDF. She sells this digital packet to other teachers online. She does the work once, but she gets paid thousands of times. This is the power of a product. This is the power of a system. Look at the problems you can solve. Can you teach a language? Can you organize homes? Can you manage social media for small shops? Start small, validate your idea, and then scale it. Do not wait for permission or funding. The market rewards those who take initiative. Build a small raft, and soon it will become a ship. Ownership is the key to unlimited income. Step 9. Become a miner of opportunity. The world is full of invisible gold. Most people walk right past it because they are complaining. They complain about bad service, long lines, or confusing websites. A future millionaire sees these complaints as maps. Wherever there is frustration, there is profit waiting. You must train your brain to be a miner. Look for the dirt, the mess, and the struggle. That is where the opportunity hides. Think of a young man named Rohan. He noticed his elderly neighbors struggled with technology. They could not set up their smart TVs or phones. While others laughed at them, Rohan saw need. He started a simple service visiting homes to set up gadgets. He charged a fair price for his patience and knowledge. Soon, the entire neighborhood was hiring him. He found a problem and solved the solution. Ask yourself, what is inconvenient in my life? What do people ask me for help with constantly? What is missing in my town? You do not need to invent the next iPhone. You just need to make someone's life a little bit easier. Be the person who fixes things. Value follows usefulness. Open your eyes to the friction around you. Turn that friction into a fortune. Step 10. Escape the comparison trap. This is a mental trap that keeps high earners poor. It is the disease of keeping up with the neighbors. We live in a world of fake perfection on social media. People post photos of vacations they bought on credit cards. They wear clothes that cost more than their investments. Do not be fooled by the highlight reels of others. Many of the people you envy are secretly drowning. They are stressed, anxious, and one paycheck away from ruin. Do not trade your real peace for fake applause. Imagine two neighbors. One drives a flashy new SUV and eats out every night. The other drives a used sedan and cooks at home. The first neighbor has zero savings and high debt. The second neighbor owns rental properties and stocks. Who is truly winning? The one who sleeps soundly at night. When you stop trying to impress others, you become powerful. You keep your money for things that actually matter. You build a fortress of solitude and strength. Let people think you are simple. Let them think you are struggling if they must. Your bank account knows the truth. Your freedom is more important than their opinion. Detachment from public opinion is a superpower. Step 11. Earn why you dream. If you only earn money when you work, you will work until you die. This is a hard truth, but it must be said. You must find a way to disconnect your time from your income. This is called passive income. It means building assets that work 24 hours a day. It is like planting a fruit tree. You dig the hole and water the sapling for months. But once the tree is grown, it gives fruit every season. You do not need to stand there and command it to grow. It grows while you sleep. In the digital age, this is easier than ever. You can write an ebook that sells on Amazon worldwide. You can create a YouTube video that earns ad revenue for years. You can build a portfolio of dividend stocks. You can rent out a room in your house. Think of yourself as a digital landlord. You want to own little pieces of real estate on the internet. Start building these assets now. Even if it only brings in $10 a month at first. That is $10 you did not have to trade your life for. Then build another and another. Slowly, these streams will turn into a river. A river strong enough to carry you to freedom. Make your money your hardest working employee. Step 12. Master the art of persuasion. You might hate the idea of selling. You might think it is sleazy or dishonest. But selling is simply the transfer of belief. It is offering help to someone who needs it. If you have a cure for a headache, is it wrong to sell it? No, it is a duty to offer it. Everything in life involves sales. You sell your skills to an employer. You sell your ideas to your friends. You sell your values to your children. To be free, you must become a good communicator. Learn to listen more than you speak. Understand the pain points of the person in front of you. Do not talk about the features of your product. Talk about how it changes their life. Do not say, "This juice has 5 vitamins." Say, "This juice will give you energy for the whole day." Connection comes before transaction. When you learn to sell with integrity, doors open. You can generate income on demand. You lose the fear of the economy. Because you know you can always bring value to the market. Sales is the highest paid profession in the world. Embrace it, learn it, and use it to serve. Take a deep breath and pause with me. Imagine you have done the work. Imagine it is 5 years from now. You wake up naturally, with the sun on your face. There is no alarm clock screaming at you. You have a slow breakfast with your family. You check your accounts, and they are growing. You have the time to exercise, to read, to pray. If a friend needs help, you can say yes. If you want to travel, you can simply go. This life is waiting for you. It is not a fairy tale reserved for the lucky few. It is a result of the steps we discussed today. But you must be willing to endure the discipline. You must be willing to look foolish for a while. You must be willing to say no to the easy path. The chains are open, my friend. The door is unlocked. You just have to stand up and walk through it. Do not let this just be another video you watched. Let this be the moment you decided to be free. Your future self is begging you to start today. If this message sparked a fire in your heart, keep it burning. Subscribe to keep learning, and share this with a friend who needs hope. The journey begins now. Walk tall,